family sunshines, welcome back and thanks for popping in. I am so glad you're here. Y'all, before I dive into today's video, I have a question for you. Is the weather where you are as confused as it is here in Georgia? I feel like one day I'm in like a short sleeve, floral, breezy, cute spring top, and the next day I have to put on a sweater or a sweatshirt. Today I decided that I wasn't going to look at the weather app. I wasn't going to peep my head outside. I was just going to guess on the weather. So I put on this pink sweater and went outside because I was going to get my Starbucks. I only have one of these a week, so no judgment. And the car said it was 92. So obviously I made the wrong choice. Because I had already done makeup to go with the sweater, I just came home and turned the air conditioner down 2 or 3 degrees. Don't tell my husband, he'll get real frustrated with me. Anyway, let me know. And I'm not sure if it's a sign that I'm getting older. Am I becoming the lady that likes to talk about the weather? So be it. Anyway, let's talk about today's unboxing. I have my authentic books box to share with you. I have loved reading since 3rd grade. I remember I discovered the Boxcar Children and I shot through that series of books so quickly. My elementary school was directly across the street from our house, which was fortunate for me because I could run across the street before school started, run in the library, grab the next Boxcar Children, and have it ready to go. Is there a book or a book series that launched your love of reading? Let me know. I'm asking a lot of questions in today's video. Anyway, I've been a reader all my life, and I absolutely think this is the best book box out there, in my opinion. If you're looking for a book and a little extra, a way to kind of set the ambiance when you're reading, this one's going to be for you. So Authentic Book Box is a monthly book subscription box, and they give you options. There's 3 different ways that you can subscribe. There's a $42 box, a $52 box, and a $62 box. Now they start with your senses. So every month you're going to get something for your sight, which would obviously be your book, right? You'll get something for your sense of smell, and that is a candle that they hand make in the Authentic Book Box warehouse or offices. And then they give you a touch item. Now this is really cool. They find small businesses and give you a full-size self-care product, whether it be a lotion or a body gel or a scrub or something like that. They're always really, really good. They have an item that's supposed to touch your heart. So 5% of all the proceeds from this book goes to help children's literacy, which I think is amazing. You also get a bookmark in this box. You get a recipe and a cocktail that has to go with the book you are reading. So every month you will go on and you will get to pick the book that you want. I think for May, there's a thriller, which is the book that I picked. It's Liv Constantine's The Senator's Wife. Ooh, there is a general fiction book as well as I think a romance. They all looked really, really good this month. And if you want to add on a second book, you're able to do that. But once you get your box, it's going to be specific to the book that you ordered. So if I got the thriller and you got the romance, is there a kitty in here? The door opened magically. Anyway, if I get the thriller and you got the romance, your book box is going to look totally different than the things in mine. Sorry guys, that was Lucy. I tried to get her to jump on the bed and hang out kind of like Milo does, but she was not having it. She sleeps in our bed every single night, but during the day you don't see her very often. She's a grumpy old lady and she rules the roost, and there's no way on trying to convince her to do anything she doesn't want to. So she ended up leaving. Let's go ahead and dive back into the video. So the $42 box is going to have your book, it's going to have your candle and your full-size self-care item. You're going to get a bookmark. 5% of the proceeds is going to go to help a children's literacy charity. You're also going to get a recipe for a cocktail as well as a recipe for a food item. And both of those recipes go hand in hand with the book that you're reading. Now, if you want a little bit more, you can jump up to the $52 box. That's going to have everything I just talked about, but you're also going to get to choose either a coffee, a loose leaf tea, or a cocktail mixer. I'm not a coffee girl, so I can't really talk about that. The loose leaf tea is really yummy, different every time. What I think this box excels in is their cocktail mixers. I'm not a big drinker, but I'll put them in iced tea or lemonade. You can do so much more with them, and they always look really fancy because they're usually in these really pretty bottles. So that's the way that I suggest going. And then you get a second full-size self-care item made from a small business. Now, if you want to go the whole shebang, you can get the $62 box, and it's going to have everything I just talked about from the first 2 boxes, but it's going to have a gourmet chocolate bar. This is not a chocolate bar that you find at Target. It's not a Hershey's chocolate bar. It's so good. And then you also get a third handmade self-care item. Now, when Natisha, who is the owner, first brought out this book box, she decided that she wanted it to be all new releases and all hardbacks. Now, unfortunately, since the box has launched, a lot of boxes are launching straight into paperback. I think that actually happened with the book that I chose this month. So if that happens, she usually gives you an extra, just a little item, just as a little makeup for not getting a hardback book. Honestly, I don't really care about the cover of the book. I just want to know what's inside. Now, I do have a discount code for 10% off if you're interested. I am a Authentic Book Box ambassador this year, which is so cool. I'm really, really honored. And so let's go ahead and dive into the video. So when you get it, it's that iconic purple box. They change it just a little bit every time. She does have a limited edition box right now. I've never opened one. I'm thinking about purchasing it, but I think there's only a few copies left. So if you're interested, head over there. I think they run about $80, but they have higher end product inside. Anyway, I ended up picking the Love Merge by Lynn Painter. We'll look at that just in a minute. And then we get this gorgeous full color brochure. There is a bookmark. Oh my gosh, this bookmark has tacos. I'm very chatty in today's video. My husband came upstairs to look for something like a couple of hours ago, and he goes, y'all can relate probably. I can too. I don't remember what I came up here for. And I said, you came up to tell your wife she's pretty and you want to buy her tacos. He was like, yeah, that is why I came up. So yeah, the tacos made me laugh. Chemistry is a thing that matters most on a first date, and it's so hard for it to be there naturally when everything feels formulaic. The love wager. Formulaic, that's a word that's not typically in my vocabulary. So here's our bookmark. All right, here is our candle. This is called Love is in the Air. It's got the mountains and kind of ocean. That looks very Pacific Northwest to me. Maybe that's where the book takes place. They always come in these jars. And I say this every single month. These candles look small. They pack a lot of scent. I can come in my big bedroom and it will have scented the entire bedroom. Ooh, what does that smell like? Ocean? Oh, it says mountain florals and fresh air. I kind of get like salty sea. Oh, that smells really good. Okay, and on the top it always says, let's get literary. Adorable play on words there. All right, so the candle, it says Love is in the Air has notes of crisp, fresh air and newly bloomed mountain florals. Our candles are always hand stirred and poured in the Authentic Books Box studio using non-toxic ingredients. Okay, the next thing in here, I think maybe the cocktail mixer. I usually don't get to pick what she sends me. Sometimes I get the tea and sometimes I get the mixer. I'm always really excited when the mixer comes. Let's see if I can open it here. It's in this little tiny padded envelope. And yes, look how pretty it looks. This one's called Cheeky. It's red. I wonder if it's like strawberry, raspberry, cranberry. It's cranberry syrup. Ooh, I'm thinking vodka cranberry. This is made by a small business, and it actually talks about the maker of Cheeky right there. And our book cocktail is actually a cosmopolitan. Use vodka, Cheeky cranberry syrup, as well as lime juice. I do love a good Cosmo. Okay, the next thing in here is a 4-step petty set made with rose water. It has a salt soak, a sugar scrub, a cream mask, as well as a massage cream. So I've had one of these before, and I think there's 4 packs. Yes, there's 4 packs inside. So you soak your feet, you scrub your feet, you put a mask on your feet, and then you put the cream on. That's great as we're going into sandal season. I think probably all of our feet need just a little love. Okay, and then we got a little extra this time because mine came in, like I said, a paperback. So it looks like we have a lip balm that's organic, and it's by Tailor Made Organics. It's in this little bag. I always say save bags like this because if you ever get a bath soak that has petals in it, like rose petals or lavender, and you don't want to clean up the bath after you get out, put them in here. Your bath soak will come out and your petals will stay in here. This lip balm is a mint julep lip balm. Yum. That just sounds good. Okay, the next item I got is my chocolate bar. This is called Ranger. It's, an espresso chocolate bar. I just said espresso. I know it's espresso. Espresso chocolate bar. It says at 74% cacao, our espresso chocolate bar is made of our custom Ranger campfire blend of coffee beans by Relevant Chocolate. Yum. I'm not a big coffee girl, but I like chocolate with coffee in it. Is that weird? Anyway, and my daughter loves chocolate coffee too. So between the two of us, we will eat that. The next thing is one of our self-care items. It says go away unless you have tacos. These socks were made for me. I think I could eat tacos every day of my life. Always hard shell. Always. Those look amazing. It says go away unless you have taco socks. They are stylish and comfortable, and they're a crew sock. Love. Okay, the next thing I have, what is this? It says, these are Jane Austen sticky notes. We must open these and see them. It says Jane Austen sticky notes are just the thing for those of us who cannot be forced into genius and eloquence. Okay, hold on. I can't wait to read these. Okay, so what they look like. Look at this lady. She's holding a handkerchief to her eyes. How often is happiness destroyed by preparation? Foolish preparation. One is a little teacup, and it says, one cannot have too large a party. I believe that's true. The next one says, you have delighted us long enough. That's a nice way to say get lost, right? And then this one says, thank heaven I cannot be forced into genius and eloquence. Those are probably the cutest Post-it notes I've ever seen, and I really like how they're packaged. Adorable. Okay, now let's get into the book. Again, I got The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. It says, Haley Piper is turning over a new leaf after belly crawling out of a hotel room. Hello, rock bottom. She decides it's time to become a full-on adult. She gets a new apartment, a new haircut, and a new wardrobe. But when she logs onto a dating app, she is determined she will find her new love. She sees none other than Jack Marshall, the guy whose room she snuck out of course, right? After agreeing they absolutely are not interested in each other, Jack and Haley realize they're each other's perfect wingman in their searches for the one. They text about their dates, often scheduling them at the same restaurant. So if things go well, the two of them can get tacos afterwards. That's where the tacos come from. Spoiler, they get a lot of tacos together. Discouraged by the lack of prospects, Jack and Haley make a wager to see who can find love first. But when they agree to be fake dates for a weekend wedding, all bets are off. We see how this is going, right? As they pretend to be a couple, lines become blurred and each struggles to remember why the other has a bad idea to begin with. That sounds adorable. This is very, very a me book. But again, there's lots of different genres if this isn't your style. I know Natisha is the owner. She really likes like more thriller books. So if you're a thriller girl, she gonna have the best ones because the owner picks them out herself. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you want to try Authentic Book Box, you can use my discount code for 10% off. It's not an affiliate link or anything. Thanks for stopping by. Let me know about your crazy weather. Let me know if there's a book that like jump-started your love of reading. I would really genuinely like to know. And I'll see you soon for another video, guys. Bye-bye.